Them goddamn Deemus boys. Yeah!
Yes, Wagwan. Welcome back to the Deemus Boys podcast. I don't really want to say the host, but I'm just the dude with the flow. I'm Scott Zyler.
Nah, man, this is some art shit. So you call yourself the curator?
Okay. I like that.
Oh,
I am
hostess with
I
the
am the
mostest.
curator.
Or that.
Hostess with the mostest. I'm the curator, aka hostess with the mostest, aka the number one MC. Scott Zyler, aka Shaq, aka Aziz Azari, on the mic 1, 2, 3, buzz.
Jedi without the Force.
That's it, man. I'm here with no remorse. I'm a Jedi without the Force. You know what I'm saying?
I can hear people taking this off their headphones now.
Here we have the guy who's the most dedicated, or should I say he is dedication. We got Demi Gush, aka the Demi. Wagwan.
Yeah, what's the story? What he means by dedication is because my wallpaper, my background at the moment is Lil Wayne dedication 1. And I'm just like, today I'm just in the mood like, yeah, go back
classic
to
mixtape.
Like Lil Wayne and like, like his first mixtape days, dedication 1. Yo, Mula, baby.
All I know is that I want that on the next song.
Yeah. Wheezy baby.
Wheezy baby.
And here we have back in the colored verse, what's that? I'm gonna say a CBBS verse.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I mean, so how would you describe your background right now, Adam?
I just love it. It looks like it's full of like the people can't see this, but it looks like it's just multicolored. It's like the good and the evil on either side, and it's got a cake on it that looks like it's got a nipple. So we're just I'm loving life.
It's got several cakes on it. That's got several nipples.
Surrounded by cake titties. It's all good.
Cake titty.
That's what Mary Berry has.
We have our boy Deemus, aka Adam, aka what is it? Melissa McCarthy,
Hell yeah.
aka Ray from the Force, because she's battling two sides.
Jedi tie-in. I like it.
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
it. Shaq is
Hey, I didn't get a Jedi title.
No, you got the Wheezy F. Right, we got Demi
Fine.
D.
Fine.
Be for dedication, baby.
I'm a bastard, bro.
But yo, I want to give a shout out to people in Sweden and Switzerland. We got people in Sweden and Switzerland banging on podcast, which is freaking sick. Also, shouts out to the one dude in India banging the podcast.
Yes.
Bigs up to you. Hey,
that's probably my friend, you know.
Yeah. All right, shouts out to Demi's friend, man.
Yeah, never mind. Probably not. I just thought maybe not. Maybe not.
If you weren't before, you're his friend now.
Yes, there we go. Send me a postcard.
After the last podcast, we got a collection of all of our favorite albums and we span it on a virtual wheel. And the one that came through is, yes, my favorite band of all time and one of my favorite albums, Pothead. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing Portishead's second album today. And if you want to listen to that right now, it will be on a separate podcast labeled Portishead Album Review. Check that out. If you don't want to, keep listening. But today we will be talking about nostalgia, a bunch of stuff from our childhood. And the episode is going to be called Nostalgia Trip.
Let's do it.
So yeah, grab your drink, sit on the toilet, drive your car. Make sure this is on hands-free. And yeah, let's vibes today. Oh.
I mean, if you're in a Tesla, you'd be fine, right?
Yeah, I swear them cars just drive themselves, you know.
Yeah. If you're in a Tesla, just recline. Yeah.
Just recline.
Yeah, you know, like, I bet they have, like, automatic recliners, don't they? It's like you push a button and it just reclines.
Is it true that them things have heated seats?
A lot of cars have heated seats.
Man, I'm living in the past, you know, man.
Because
I only knew one car that had a heated seat, and then other than that, I was like, man, there's never a car with a heated seat.
People rave about heated seats like it's a good thing, but I always find them uncomfortable. Because you sit on it, and then the rest of you stays cold, but you just get a hot bum.
Guys, I have a heated blanket.
That is where it's at. Heated blankets are nice.
That is where it's at. Exactly. That is like, dude, it's life. It's life.
To be fair.
So good.
Cup of tea of an evening, cake, heated blanket. I'm in heaven, boys.
Wait, you have your cup of tea in bed with your heated blanket?
Oh, no, on the sofa downstairs watching TV. Didn't you know that?
Oh, you have an electric...
Yeah, I'm a middle-aged
Wait,
mum.
what? Wait, what? You have an electric blanket that's not in your bed?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never... Wow. You're next level, bro.
Yeah.
That's it, man. And Adam's living in 2040.
I only keep it in bed, but you bring it out? Wow.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, I don't want to be all hot and sweaty when I go to bed. I use a normal duvet for that.
Wow.
But I want to be watching.
Don't shit on the rest of us who likes to be hot and sweaty when we go to bed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I bet you wear socks to bed as well. Jesus.
Dude, I wear everything to bed and a hoodie, and then I like to like wake up in the middle of the night, like, you know, shedding layers gradually and gradually. And by the time I wake up in the morning, I'm just flat naked.
Butt
like,
naked.
yeah.
I have risen.
I have exactly. Come on, man. You need to have the, you know, like, you need to be sweating. When
See,
never mind.
I'm just gonna say this reference just so if anybody catches this. I bet you Demi wakes up like the Terminator when he just lands on Earth, just butt naked, just walking out like yes.
Fully starved.
Yeah, metal, steel. No.
So going on the topic of nostalgia and kind of going on the topic of, well, there isn't no topic, but I just want to bring in food just for no reason. So what would you say are your top snacks? And, you know, kind of going with that theme we had with 9 years, I want to say top 9 snacks. Let's make a SHADEEMUS list of top 9 snacks and we all pick 3 snacks each.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Demi first. I'm really interested to see what Demi's favorite snacks are.
Dude, why? Why?
He's just curious.
Yeah.
Well, avocado's not there if that's what you're trying to find out, mate. Like, what? Like, you know, like, stop attacking me, bro. Like, what?
I just think it's going to be interesting because when we did that gig with Marcus, we went into town to find you an organic food place.
Oh, yes.
So I feel like yours are going to be very specific. Like,
Okay, so this is the thing. I like organic food. I like to go into a restaurant that's not a chain. I like to go into a place that I know, you know, they're making the food very fresh. I like, you know, like they've sourced their ingredients, etc., very fresh. And yeah, man, it's just you know, it's like support the independent businesses kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
See that, guys? That's
Yeah.
high standard with a heart.
Exactly, man. Exactly. You know. Yeah.
That's a connoisseur that cares.
You know, so, you know, support our independent business and we'll support your independent business. You know what I mean? For those listening out there, if you have independent businesses, you better push SHADEEMUS on your playlist.
Yes. We're shop friendly music, man. We don't swear.
Very
We don't, you know, it's a
dude.
nice vibe.
So shop friendly. Come on. What was I gonna say? Yes. So okay. So how about we go one each, right? First of all,
Yeah.
we go one each, right? So the top of my list. The top of the list.
wait, are we saying childhood snacks?
Nah.
Just snacks in
I'm
general.
Not, I'm not gonna.
Any
Yeah.
snacks.
I'm not gonna go back to childhood. I'm gonna go
You
from
can
like
if
the
you want
most
to,
recent.
but I would say go back to most recent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the most recent and like so top 3 I'd have to say. So there's 2 places that I get these from.
Yeah.
There's this on Broadway Market in London. There's this German bakery and they have a market stall on Broadway Market and I get these brownies and every time I go there I buy 3 brownies. It's a must. 3 brownies every time. 3 squares and you know it's like the lady that serves there, she knows me very well. Like it's like, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, obviously I buy, you know, the extra bit of cake or whatever, but my
why
mission
not,
is
man?
the 3 brownies. And then there's this other bakery in just like close to Clapton. I forget what it's called now. I also buy my brownies from there as well. And those are the only 2 places that I buy brownies from in London.
There was.
Unless I make it by myself or someone makes it. I don't buy brownies anywhere else. And chocolate brownies are just I mean, they just get it right, man. You know, like the consistency. The chunk is not too chunk. You know, like it's not dry. Like, you know, when you take a bite, you know, you can still feel like, you know, sort of like a level or a tier of like chocolate that's just not, you know, it's not hardened. It's not. Yeah, that's actually just chocolate. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's soft. It's tender. It's delicious. It's just everything, man. Everything. Yeah, it's so good. And only these two places. I must find the name of the other place on like it's by Clapton. Only two places that I do, man. It's crazy. And that the brownies thing, because I don't have a sweet tooth. I didn't grow up with a sweet tooth. So the brownies thing only happened this summer. And I basically almost every Saturday I had brownies from either of these places. And yeah, it's like my friends would come to London. I'm like, dude, we'd walk all the way to Clapton to get brownies, and I'm like, let's do this. So yeah, chocolate brownies.
You ever had a friend that's been like fuck yeah, and then when he gets there, it's like, oh, you actually mean actual brownies?
Let me see. No. See, I learned my lesson with those kind of friends, you know, like maybe I'll save that story for another day, but yeah, I learned my lesson. So those kind of friends, I'm always kind of specific, you know, but also like, it's like there's only certain people that I would talk to about like my favorite snacks. Like, you know, like I wouldn't eat certain snacks around certain people, if you get what I mean. Do you all do that? Like, do you have like select places that like I wouldn't bring? So like, for example, if I'm going to Plus Tribe Studio with Shumba, I would not bring brownies. That would not be my choice of snack. My choice of snack changes depending on my location.
Them ones, I like that.
And the people I'm going to be around. Does that make sense? For
me, I don't do that, but it makes sense.
yeah, like it's weird. Like I if I'm going somewhere, like for example, if I'm coming home and my flatmate, he's vegan, my choice of snack changes. You know, I wouldn't feel comfortable eating something that's not vegan or vegan friendly. I mean, sometimes I do, you know, like it's like, man, like whatever. But you know, it's like kind of like that, like, you know. So yeah.
I like that. Them is an adaptable eater.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
So Adam, back to you.
So we're gonna put number 1, brownies from Clapton, or specifically another place.
Broadway Market. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. If we're doing number 1 to 3, do you know what? My number 1 is gonna have to be Greg's sausage rolls. I do not care if they're hot straight from the oven. I do not care if they're cold and have been there for hours. I don't give a shit. Get it in me. That's all I care about.
Here's a tip. If you're ever with Adam and you ever kind of need a snack, just look for a Greg's, or he will find you a Greg's.
Adam's a Greg sniffer.
Literally.
He knows. I bet you he knows every Greg's location.
Bro, he told me there was a Greg's on my street, and I didn't even know there was a Greg's on my street.
Literally, I'm like those people that can walk around with the tent pegs and find water. That's like me with a Greg's. Literally. Seriously though, if I get off the bus somewhere and I'm like, oh, you know what, I feel like I just want a little something, just a little something.
Greg's just appears magically, right?
Greg's sausage roll. I will sniff that thing out. And mate, don't. I'm actually getting so hungry now. Literally, don't care if it's hot. Don't care if it's cold. I will eat it any which way.
Would you Deliveroo Greg's?
Hell yeah, I would Deliveroo Greg's.
Well, from like the wherever Greg's to your house right now.
Oh, to be fair, if it's the Greg's that's like literally down the road from the flat, then I will walk it, because I'm in a fortunate position. There's like 3 Greg's nearby, so I could get a Greg's, but I choose not to, because I'm trying not to be a fatty boy.
Bro, I can't lie. I've just got this kind of image in my head of you in like Pasquale or wherever you're at, ordering a Greg's, and the guy's like cycling for like 100 miles or some shit. He's halfway through it. He's like, bro, can I beat you kind of closer? It's like, nah, man.
the Uber delivery guy cycling, right? With the big box behind him, and it's just like one sausage.
Yeah, but it's just cycling for 3 hours for one sausage roll.
Do you know what? If the mood took me, I would have to. It's one of those, like, Newcastle, I swear Newcastle's got like over 20 Gregs, and that is just sort of where I want to be. I feel like it's got to be a goal in my life. Like, people have done the challenge to drink in every Wetherspoons in London Zone 1. Like, my personal challenge that I've decided I'm going to set myself now is to eat at every single Greg's in Newcastle city centre.
Yeah, we need to record this. This is going to be a vlog thing.
Catch that coming 2021. SHADEEMUS YouTube channel.
If you were ever looking to sponsor Just Adam out of the band, you know what to sponsor him with. Or Greg's.
I'll set up a PO box.
I'll be damned if Greg tries to sponsor.
That would
me,
be freaking funny. Just us three in like funny. A Greg's advert, man. That would be.
Imagine. I would be the guy throwing it into the bin. Adam would be the guy literally just like stuffing his face with like.
Mate, you'd throw it in the bin.
Sausage rolls.
You'd be the one throwing it in the bin. I'd be the one fishing it out of the bin.
I can't like. I could just see a scene with Demi where he throws it in the bin and they pass him a vegan sausage roll. He's like, yeah. Got the thumbs up, like, yeah.
I'm not even vegan. I don't think I'd even trust a vegan sausage roll from Greg's, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I don't like those kind. I just like so I'm a night owl, so like I often like go on walks like at late night, and like I'm there at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I see this like Greg's guy with his van just like parked outside. Like I'm just like, what are you doing? And he's just like unloading like frozen food into like Greg's for the next morning. I'm like, wow.
I could just see you in the advert like freaking saying, oh my god, I almost swallowed it. Water.
Yeah, literally. It's like no.
Sorry for cutting you, Adam.
No, it's all right. You got me thinking about the vegan ones. Then I don't.
Oh wow.
Oh, I normally do not like vegan food. It's so sad. It's so sad how passionate I am about Greg's sausage rolls.
Like, if any member of Greg's is listening to this, Adam is willing to give you a ringtone, a tune, whatever.
Mate,
you could totally play that jingle.
Yeah.
If you work for Greg's, hit me up on Instagram, please.
Dude,
wait.
You make so much money for that.
Yo, Adam. Actually, no. I was gonna say record a quick jingle, but nah, they'll probably like rip it or some shit. No. Save that.
Keep it in house.
You only get the jingle if you hit me up on Instagram with free sausage rolls.
Them ones.
I might actually set up a PO box. Send me sausage rolls to my PO box.
Watch how people send you vegan ones.
Do you know what? That's what I was going to say. I normally do not like vegan food. I will eat however many vegan sausage rolls that you put in front of me.
This is a strong brand man right there, man. Dedicated.
Wow.
I am passionate about what I'm passionate about, all right?
Greg's, no make doubt. This guy a Greg's Fender.
Ambassador. Oh my god.
with that baby blue color.
Do you know what? 2021 stage wear, I'm going to be wearing a cowboy hat and those Greggins that you can get. The Greg's leggings.
Oh my god. Wow. I would pay to see that. I would literally pay to see that.
Greggins. So shit, Shaq, you tell me yours because I'm just getting hungry.
Alright, cool. For me, I'm just gonna keep it classic popcorn, man.
Chicken wings.
Okay, that was gonna be my next one. Spoiler, but I was building to that because I wanted to be passionate.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, it has to be Nando's, right?
Right. It's there. I can't lie. I could just be my top 9 could just be just different types of wings. I can't lie. It could just be that deep. Like there's Nando's, there's Chicken Shack wings, there's freaking Wing King. They do mad wings, bruh. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna just keep it simple. Popcorn for me is gonna be my first snack because
what flavor,
bro? I can't lie. I could either do sweet or salted, but right now I'm doing the sweet and salted, and it's kind of life changing.
Wow, you're mixing them both.
So I'm like, yo, I'm loving this. I'm loving this, and especially cinema popcorn. Yo, shouts out, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who used to do the best popcorn. I should save this for my nostalgia trip, foreshadowing. But back when Warner Bros was like a cinema in Meridian, they had the best popcorn, man. I have never found popcorn so nice. it's just warm and it's just sweet and it kind of has this like, I don't know, it's like a buttery undertone, but yeah,
Wow.
Warner Bros, come back, man, make cinemas again.
Oh, just release a brand of popcorn, Warner Bros. Come on.
Yeah,
How
man.
have you not thought of
Innit,
that?
man?
Like,
Come on.
You make films.
That's
You
what I'm
don't make
saying. Who doesn't
popcorn.
want? Who
Come
doesn't
on,
want
man.
freaking Bugs Bunny on their
Who's
popcorn?
in charge
man?
of your
Come on,
marketing? Come on. Get the
Innit? Make
Jesus
DC
Christ.
popcorn, man. Your own DC. Make Batman popcorn. The Batcorn. Gave you free branding.
To be fair, I've got to say, salty popcorn is the best
Yes.
for me anyway. The sweet
Bro.
stuff is just too sticky. I'm just like,
Bro, I can't lie. It's the mixture that gets me, man. It's like, I don't know. It's just a nice world of just sweety stickiness and salty kind of bitterness. But it's just, yeah, man. It's like a rainbow.
I do like popcorn, to be fair. Cinema popcorn is really good. Also, it's fresh.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, they make it right in front of you. You see it pop. And the butter, oh.
see. Pro tip to any fam girls. Yes, I called it fam girls. If you ever see Demi and you want to bring him food, bring him something fresh, homemade. If you're a good cook.
mean, or we can go to a really nice restaurant to eat out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. I'm not that fussy. You know what I'm saying?
just saying that mine and Shaq's required foods a lot less effort. If you want to bring us anything, bring us some Butterkist or some Greg's.
Yeah, man. But Butterkist popcorn's the way forward. Any flavor, I don't care. You could, yeah.
I am not that high maintenance, lads. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so I guess my second snack is Jamaican patties.
Ooh.
What
Okay.
are Jamaican patties?
Okay, Adam. Next time you come around my house, I'm gonna give you a Jamaican patty. But it's
Yeah.
basically.
Well, actually,
Demi, you explain it. You explain it. It's your snack.
I mean, it's like a patty, man. I don't know how. It's like, do you know what Cornish pasties are?
Yeah.
Yeah, but think of them as flatter, more round the edge, like a sort of a curve, and then usually come in a color of like sort of like yellowish.
Yeah, they season
color.
the pastry.
They season the pastry, and then it's like and then you have different sort of flavors inside. You have the chicken,
Oh
you
my
have the
God.
lamb, you have the beef. I like the cheesy beef. Or is it cheesy lamb? Cheesy beef. Whichever one of the cheese or whichever one of the lamb or beef that has cheese in it. The cheesy ones. Hang
Boy.
And they also come vegan as well.
I can't lie.
They come callaloo and there's vegetarian one which is what's it called again? The fish one.
To be honest, Adam, think of, you know when you go in Greg's and you get like a beef, like a beef square.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically a Jamaican beef square. I feel like you would fall in love with it, bro, because it's like
Dude,
it's a Greg's
you would
with
fall in
flavor.
love with it. You fall in love with it.
To be fair,
You fall in love with it.
that is 2 items of food now in the past 2 podcasts that you've promised to get me or make me. So I'm expecting a curry from Demi, and I'm expecting a Jamaican patty.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Dude, you might not like my curry though, because it's just gonna be made with like all fresh ingredients. Will your buddy agree with that? Or is it like, I don't know, man? Is it gonna be like you'll eat one, you take like a spoon and then you just melt or something? Is it, like, I don't know, man. Is it?
Man sitting on the toilet, bums a Baghdad.
Make it the day before. We'll microwave it. Sorted.
Oh my god!
No.
I don't even want to microwave Adam.
Oh my god.
I don't
We're
want
getting
to
into-
microwave.
we're getting
Microwaves are
into
bad for
different
you.
things.
Microwaves are bad for you.
Microwaves
Anyways, yeah.
are like my family. Microwaves are good for me.
Yo, Adam living Japanese here, man. All he needs is just a
Yo.
microwave and a rice cooker.
That's it. And Greg's.
Yeah, the Greg's.
Oh yeah.
So the Jamaican patties, like I said, once again, these are like, they're like another sort of a snacks that I recently just got into. I want to say this year just gone really heavily. When I go to Black Horse Road at the studio, There's this like Jamaican Caribbean store which they sell like groceries and stuff, and they sell the patties there, and it's usually like fresh from the day, and you go in there, and usually I usually get about four. I'm not gonna lie. I usually get about four of them, and I just go hard, man. Actually, I'm probably gonna go once we're done here today. And I just like cycle down and like get them. Yeah, man, it bangs. I don't know, like I don't know why. I really just like them. They're delicious, and also they're similar to like meat pies that we have in Nigeria, except these are just like you said, they've seasoned the pastry itself. So it's amazing. It's amazing. It's dope.
They do sound kind of banging, to be fair.
Yeah,
They're banging.
they are, bro. They are.
It sounds a lot better than my second choice as well, which is literally, it's so broad, it's just shit chocolate.
Shit chocolate.
I will. I don't know how many people are gonna I don't know how many people are gonna agree with me on this, but I feel like
oh my god, I love this.
Own brand shit chocolate that you get from like Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's,
just
like,
white label that says basic.
Do you know what? It's always the ones that, for some reason, no matter what brand it is, no matter what shop you go to, it's a purple pack and it costs about £1.10. And I don't care what anyone says, that will always be better than like Galaxy or Dairy Milk. The only thing that beats it is Lindt, but purely for the nostalgia, it has to be just any type of shit chocolate.
It's just
yeah.
What? So what is the best shit chocolate, bro?
The Asda chocolate that they used to do about 8 years ago.
Them ones. Another nostalgia trip.
Literally. I swear they must have changed the recipe or something, because it was like incredible, and I used to get it every single day, like with school. Probably why I wasn't too healthy, but I don't care. But yeah, it's just, there's something about shit chocolate. It's like the fact that it's almost like they don't care, so they just put whatever the hell it is in it, and whatever the hell it is that they add just makes it taste better than the carefully thought through like recipes of like Galaxy and everything like that. It's just superior. We might have to do a little cheeky SHADEEMUS food review on the YouTube at some point. All of us together. But I'm not the fussiest person in the world. Like Demi's had such like fancy thing. Well, I don't. Fancy.
It's not fancy, Adam. It's not fancy. There's nothing fancy about it. No, sir.
It's fancy for me. My two choices so far, Demi, are shit chocolate and Greg's sausage rolls.
I actually like. I don't like. I don't usually buy like big name branded chocolates either. If I wanted to buy chocolate, I don't often buy chocolate, but I'm actually gonna agree with you on that one. Like I just, if I wanted chocolate, I just go into like the corner shop or whatever and like pick up like just chocolate is chocolate. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And
I find that like the smaller brand ones or whatever, they're just as good as, because I'm not into that whole like Cadbury infusion with like like pop, those things that pop in your mouth, or like it's like weird experimental. Like, dude, I just want chocolate, man.
You don't want to play with his food, man.
No, just give me chocolate. And then you usually find that like the own brands that they're just good, decent chocolate. So I agree with you, Adam. Actually, yeah. It's really.
Do you know what I will say with the infusion stuff? The one that always does my head in, and it's my mum's like favorite, is Dairy Milk fruit and nut. Like I do not want. It's disgusting. I do not want fruit in my chocolate. Fruit in chocolate is the human equivalent of putting. Literally, that is the human equivalent of putting your dog's pill in a piece of ham and like putting it in. It's like, yeah, it's good for me, but I don't want it. Get it out of my chocolate. It's not going to trick me. I know it's there. Stresses me out. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta have your veg or your fruit, so we'll just put the fruit in the chocolate because you like the chocolate, don't you, Adam? So we'll just do that, and it's like, get it out.
It's good for you.
Yeah, don't want any of your meticulously thought through plans of getting me to eat raisins or whatever. Just give me the shit chocolate and get away from me.
I can't lie, man. I'm the same with like mint chocolate, man. I can't do mint chocolate, bro. It's like every time I eat, I feel like I'm brushing my teeth. It's just, I don't. It's just that sticky. I'm like, is it toothbrush? Like, what is this?
That's why Aero stresses me out so bad.
Because they look so good, and I'm just like, oh.
The biggest offense.
No, I don't.
That I took.
I don't put mint in my cooking as well.
Oh nah, literally. Jody tried these things not long ago. Maltesers brought out like Maltesers mint discs or something.
Why?
Why would you ruin something good?
Honestly.
Maltesers mint disc.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't explain that very well. it's like Maltesers flavored. It's like Maltesers, but they're flat instead of circle. Instead of spherical or whatever the shape is, I don't know.
So it's just basically a Maltesers mint chocolate button.
Yeah. Which, on its own, it's so frustrating because you eat it and then it takes like 2 seconds or something for the mint to get to you. So you eat it and you're like, oh yeah, this tastes really good. What is that? It's like it's one of them where you enjoy it for the first couple of bites and then it just offends your mouth.
That was just a violation.
Yeah, I don't want my Maltesers in cooperation with Aquafresh. It's like, just give me the chocolate.
Hey, that could be a new way to help you brush your teeth.
Maybe the sticking the stuff that's good for me and the stuff that's bad for me will work in the end. Who knows?
But, yo, I'll get to mine. Yo, I can't lie. Mine isn't a snack, but it is a snack. It's a cereal. So mine are Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Clusters with the chocolate. I cannot lie, man. I will bang those for the whole day. Like, I could live off those Crunchy Nut Clusters.
Never heard of them.
Bro, hold on. Let me send you a picture.
They bang.
They bang. They honestly, bro. That with like some oat milk or like some chocolate oat milk, bro. It's like a pudding.
Oh, do you know what? I might actually have to try that.
Yeah, bro.
The old honey nut. What is it? The old crunchy nut. I used to love crunchy nut.
Bro, these are like clusters, so it's like it's kind of like granola, but it's not granola. It's like in this nice little cluster with like honey and nut. Bro, it's like the best thing, man. And oh man, just seeing pictures now it's just making me want to run to Tesco, man. I need my fix.
Are you itching?
Yeah, man.
Are you itching for it? To be fair,
she's
lads,
calling my name.
This is all quite torturing. You know what I mean? Like, it's all quite torturing. Like, it's like we're just talking about food, and I'm just like,
Them ones.
I've had 2 pieces of toast today. I'm just gonna go and demolish whatever is in the pantry.
Man, I'm just gonna have all of my cereal, bro.
you know, I tried to have cereal before we started, but I ran out.
Oh.
And it was one of the saddest things. I was like, how do I fill this void? So I took like 4 bananas, 1 apple, and a bag of almond nuts.
Them ones, heart attack cereal.
I'm still like, I need this cereal, man. I need my cereal.
I can't do cereal anymore because I tried Weetabix with oat milk in it because I stopped drinking milk a couple of months ago, and I can't do it. It just doesn't taste the same. It tastes like weird.
To me, it tastes gloopy, man.
Yeah, it's just odd, and it's like porridge with oat milk is just like putting oats in oats. It's just too oaty. It's weird.
Just put some honey in it, man, and you'll be grand. And a dash of cinnamon.
Ooh, cinnamon, yeah.
And then some banana as well.
Anything else you want to add?
You can also add some nuts.
Just a sprinkle.
You can style it out, you know, but don't add.
Don't add a great sausage roll.
Don't you dare tell me how to live my life.
I wasn't gonna say. See, it took me. I was about to, and then I was like, "Dude, control yourself. Hold it in." And I did. I'm glad I did. Okay.
I swear. Are we
Yeah,
on
this
the
is
last
number 3 now.
Yeah. So this is the last one, and for me, it's literally the wrapper of it is still on my work desk because I demolished it. Like I think it was like a couple of days ago. I was like, oh, I'd like a snack.
Ooh, you're talking about wrap snacks.
What?
Are you talking about wrap
Yeah,
snacks?
it's in the wrapper of it is in here, but it's what's it called? The shortbread or butter shortbread.
I was waiting.
Oh my god! I said that. You know what? Hold on. I said that, then I realized. I remember that I completely forgot about. I forgot about this situation. Oh my god! Walked myself into this one. I should have just said the other one. Fucking hell! Alright, go on.
I tell you the funny thing that threw me off was because like when you said I've still got the rapper right here, I thought you were talking about Lil Wayne in your background. So I'm like, you got some Lil Wayne snacks.
No. Imagine, I don't think Lil Wayne will ever do snacks. It'd be just drugs.
I swear they've got these rapper snacks now called rap snacks, where it's like a dab of ranch or something like that.
What?
You know, like a dab of ranch.
Oh no. That is full on just ruined my day. That is a thing. Dabbing it on.
No, it's sour cream with a dab of ranch.
Oh my gosh, that's not.
But yes, Demi, tell the people about your shortbread and your passion of the shortbread.
Dude, man, what can I say, bro? It's just fucking nice, man. It's this one's nostalgic because this was my childhood, you know. Yeah, man. What can I say? You know. Yeah, you know, just.
I have to be honest.
A shortbread, man. What do you want from me? It's nice.
I'm sure that all of us were expecting you to get shortbread on there then.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was waiting for it all started when I was age. Mother bought in a plate.
I mean, if you really wanted to go in that deep, okay, cool. So I'll tell you, I've been conditioned to like shortbread. My parents, me and my sister, we used to wake up like really early when we were younger. And my parents would have their bedside tables. They would have like in the morning they would have, so we don't disturb their sleep because we'd be waking up at like some random time at like 6 a.m. or whatever or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So we don't disturb their sleep. They would have shortbread on each side of the bedside tables, and we just go straight for that, man. And for years that was my morning. So they hold a special place in my heart, man. Come on, that's it. And they're very nice. I remember the last time we were in, I was in Leicester.
Leicester?
Last time I was in Leicester. Which one of you guys tried to argue with my shortbread? Oh, of course. Why did I? And you tried it, and you liked it.
To be fair, you know what? It was eye-opening. It looks so dry. It looks so painfully dry.
I can't lie.
Bro, glass of oat milk, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things though. I don't want, like, when I think of having a snack, like it always throws me if I have to have some water or some liquid with my snack. It's like the snack should be self-sufficient. The snack should be fulfilling me on itself, like on its own. But like, do you know what? In the right circumstance, shortbread with tea as a dunkable, I can imagine that'd be banging.
As a dunkable.
It's got a good support to it. It's a girthy biscuit. You'd like be able to get a good few dunks out of that. It's all right.
That's cool, Adam. Thank you for your approval. Thank you.
Adam likes himself a hobnob.
A hobnob. Oh, those are nice.
If you must know, I'm a rich tea. No, not a rich tea. Not a rich tea. What is it? A custard cream. I'm a custard cream kind of guy.
A custard cream.
I wouldn't mind getting endorsed by shortbread, you know.
We can have Demi's face on a shortbread box. No, it'll be a tin.
Yeah, man, a tin, a wrapper. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I bring shortbread back. I bring shortbread with me to the red carpet in Paris Fashion Week. I'd wear a whole outfit dedicated to shortbread.
You got a guy behind you sweeping up.
And sweeping up my crumbs, you know. Dropping crumbs on the way. I was like, oh, you know.
That sounds like a plan. Fair play. Do the whole Lady Gaga meat dress thing, but with shortbread.
Exactly.
Shortbread tux.
There we go.
By the end of the day, you're just naked. Just crumble up.
True. That's a whole look, man. That's a whole look. They'll eat that shit up in Paris, bro.
And
Passion week.
then he's like, I have left my trail.
If they do eat it up, then they're going to have some water afterwards. Otherwise, the mouth's going to be well dry.
True. Fair enough. Point taken, Adam.
Do you know what? I would say my number 3 snack. It's the one that you two absolutely went in on before we started doing this, and that is fridge raiders.
I was waiting for this.
Like, I do not care what flavor it is, like where it is, what size pack it is. It can just get in me.
All right, guys. For those of you who don't know what a fridge
yes,
raiders are, let me clue you in. So think of how much Slayton McDonald's chicken nuggets have gotten. Now think of if
oh my
a
god,
company,
they've got a jerk flavor.
if McDonald's is like up here, which they're really not, but let's say they're up here, and just some company out of nowhere just is like down there, and then they decide to like sell you cold chicken nugget in a bag.
Do you know what?
That is what.
You only get like 5 of them.
Really? You actually only get 5 of them?
I swear.
Oh
you only get like a handful. It's so bad.
Yeah, to be fair, you don't get a lot, and it does cost £1 per bag, but you know.
That's Adam's favorite snack.
So I would say my description of a fridge raider is, so you know the meat that what battery hen people don't want, that they basically fry that and put it in a bag.
Hell
and
yeah.
call it Southern Fried Raiders, fridge raiders.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, it's not even a good bag. Like, you can get bags where, oh yeah, you put chicken in it, and it's like special bags so that it doesn't sweat and the chicken doesn't get wet. These people do not care. You put it in a fridge, in a foil bag, wet chicken, eat it. It's just like, whatever, take it. And it clearly works because people like me are there absolutely lapping it up. I will have wet chicken, don't care what flavor. The roast chicken is the best in the yellow bag. For those of you who know, you know.
Adam, who the fuck are you talking to? Those of you, what? Those of
He's a passionate boy.
Nobody knows this shit.
Do you know what? I like what I like.
He's like trying to make it seem like it was a popular idea. For those of you who know, no one knows. No one. You need to respect your chicken, man. Seriously.
Oh my days, you can get it on a stick. You can get a chicken refrigerator skewer.
It's one of those things where they say that it's 100% chicken breast or something. It's not. It's definitely not. It's like chicken flavored Play-Doh, but I don't care. The texture doesn't bother me. It tastes like biting into
Yo, Demi,
frozen
do you have the
halloumi.
link? Do you got the link up of the ingredients of these refrigerators?
Oh yeah.
Because the thing that perplexes me is 91% chicken. Like, bro, what is the 9%?
Where is my link? Hold on, let me get this.
And the bag says 100% seasoned chicken breast, but it's 91% chicken breast.
Bro, it's not seasoned and it's not seasoned.
I would honestly be surprised if it's even 91% chicken breast. It's like a cheese string where it says like, oh, 100% cheese. It's like, it is not 100% cheese.
Here we go. It's from Sainsbury's, right?
Yeah, well, it's from a lot of places. I think they're franchising out. Okay, also, anybody who works for Fridge Raiders, Adam is willing to give you guys a full review and wear Fridge Raider merchandise.
Boys, you wouldn't even have to pay me.
I would suggest you send him the yellow packet, or I see they've got us a Christmas flavor, chicken and stuffing, which I believe Adam would like during the winter time.
All right, let's go. So, 91% chicken breast, vegetable oils, soya beans, cottonseed, sunflower, seasoning, salt, yeast extract, onion, garlic, sage, and this is my favorite one, stabilizer, sodium tripolisphate. Like I said, bro, if you can't pronounce it shouldn't be going in your body.
It sounds like a dinosaur.
Comma, natural flavoring. Wouldn't you think onion and garlic and sage were natural flavoring? In the same line, they have natural flavoring as a separate ingredient. So you're wondering, what is that natural flavoring? What exactly is that?
That's what I'm asking, man.
That's what makes it taste
9%?
like chicken.
Yeah, it'll be like chicken flavor.
And then they have Rusk. Wheat flour.
It's Rusk.
I have no idea. Apparently it's wheat flour with calcium carbonate, iron, niacin, Tiamin. These are like what?
I just googled what is rusk, and rusk is a hard dry biscuit baked twice, so it's a shortbread.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's what they bread it with. So they bread it with shortbread. But here, Tiamin is one of water's soluble vitamins B, also known as. Okay, now they're trying to make it sound like it's healthy. It's not.
The thing that confuses me is the stabilizers. Never once have I had a Sunday dinner with like chicken in it and been like, oh yeah, mum, this chicken's well nice, but like, how is it staying stable? Like, if there's that much chicken breast in a refrigerator, it should not need stabilizing.
I need chicken with a side of stabilizer, please. Thank you. What the fuck? I said a fucking side of stabilizer. Jeez.
Catch me at a posh restaurant asking them for their stabilizing.
It's also got salt, raisin agent, ammonium bicarbonate,
That's my favourite taste, to be fair.
tapioca starch, and dextrose. Do you know what, lads? I think I like my chicken with just chicken and some seasoning.
See, I like my chicken stable. I don't like it unstable.
Yeah. Unstable. You don't need to stabilize my chicken. No.
Yeah.
Give me an unstable chicken, and I'm fine. It doesn't need to be stabilized.
An unstable chicken.
Unstable chicken.
I was
That
thinking
sounds
about one
dead now.
running around outside now going, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Maybe that's what it is. When they're when they're stabilized, maybe that means like they didn't even they weren't like roaming about. They weren't free range.
Adam just watching it run out of the oven saying, I knew we should have got a stable one.
But it's just one of those. Like, even now that I know what is in a refrigerator, I'm still gonna eat it. I don't care.
That's grand. For maximum flavoring and freshness, keep refrigerated below 5 degrees centigrade. Eat within 2 days of opening and before the use by date. Not suitable for home freezing. Not suitable for home freezing. Again, keep refrigerated.
So they do not want you home freezing this stuff.
Nah.
It's like
Nah. But you notice the
freezable.
way they didn't even tell you like to heat it up, or there's no like put it in the oven. It's basically like we've cooked these chicken and it's gonna be cold. And
yeah,
they didn't tell you to heat it up. They just said, just eat it straight cold chicken.
Mate,
By the way, I just want to add that the place we were reading it from has a 2.5 out of 5. So Adam's fridge rages is rated a 2.5 out of 5. But I know Adam will fight that to the death.
those people don't know what they're talking about. If you've got something against stabilized wet chicken in a bag, then you got something against me. Okay, that's. Sorry. So what's your third favorite, Shaq?
Well, I'm going to have to follow, and I'm going to have to say proper chicken, but it's in the wingus form.
Chicken wingers.
So I'm going to just say chicken wings. I cannot tell you what type of chicken wings because that's in a list in whole itself, because right now I'm going to just say jerk is a top tier chicken wing. I'm going to say Japanese chicken is very underrated. Overrated chicken, I'm going to just say baked. Chicken that should never be done is just boiled. Don't boil your chicken wings, people, please. Just like even if there's a circumstance, just don't boil it.
How do you get the chicken stock?
Bruh, like you could just I'll just say use it for chicken stock, but don't eat afterwards, man. Like, come on, man. Who do you really want grey chicken?
Fair enough.
This was a whole thing that me and you were talking about at our old workplace, wasn't it?
That and Adam
chicken.
doesn't like to wash his chicken.
That is one thing. Do you know what?
Yeah, Adam, man.
I don't understand that. That is one thing that I will never get, and it's going to be a lot of people kicking off at me. I don't care. Why wash your chicken? You're going to cook it. It kills the bacteria. It's fine.
But it's unclean, bro.
But we were just saying, you don't want wet chicken.
What do you cook? Whatever you cook it in, the bacteria that you've just killed, air quote, is going into the food that you.
Ooh.
So you're basically eating dirty food. You know what I mean? Like it's like saying why. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, why wash your vegetables? You can just dice it in and throw it into the into the boiler or whatever, and it's fine, bro.
I'm one of those weirdos that buys bags of vegetables.
You just
in
dash
the
it
freezer.
in the
I swear, you're never ever gonna eat any food that I make you, are you, Demi? It's all gonna be straight from the
Bro.
freezer, fucking
Bro,
wet,
dude, no,
wet ass
no.
chicken.
Them ones where
No.
the skin is just coming off the chicken as you pick it up.
Wow, Adam, I applaud you, man. You're a man. You're a real man. You're a man's man.
I'ma just say breaking news, a quick update. I don't trust the source or whoever's posting this, but fridge raiders recalled as they may contains dangerous plastic in the chicken.
Oh hell yes!
Adam's like, I can now sue.
Ever since I had that last fridge raider, my legs been acting kind of weird.
It's one of those things where it'll either kill me or I'll become a superhero. So
Them ones.
it's one of them. If it kills me, I'm not gonna know about it. It's fine.
Adam becomes the real Kendo. After a day, he ate plastic radioactive chicken. He became Ken.
Be like Banana Man from the Dandy. No, it's the Beano, isn't it?
Yeah, the Beano.
Every time I eat a fridge raider, I become Plastic Man.
That's sick.
But no, I can get behind that. I've seen you absolutely demolishing chicken wings. When we were there recording, was it the Death of the Space Wizard, the album that you did?
Yeah.
I think we were recording that and we were in the studio at Pirate and you got some food in from Wing Shack.
Yep.
Right.
Shouts out to Wing Shack, man. Best wings in Leicester.
And right. It's one of those things where I don't think I've ever audibly heard someone enjoy food that much.
Bro, my mouth cries.
It was, one of those where with every single bite, if there wasn't a,
Yeah.
then I would have been worried. It was
You
like,
also get the odds. Woo!
oh, fair play. Look, we're proper reaching today for these sponsorships, you know.
Yeah, man. Like, honestly, I am fine with food sponsorships. Like, yo, I want that Nando's black card. I want that Greg's green card or whatever they have. Green card.
You legally can stay in Greg's. Like,
Yes.
one of those ones where I feel like you'll just be there like, Wing Shack, come and get your favorite wings.
Sponsored by Shaq.
You guys, okay, guys, let's dial it down. We're not that thirsty for sponsorships.
But Demi, I just want the free
But
wings.
I know. I'll make you nice wings. Actually, no. You know what? To be fair, I can't say my wings are are my strong. My strongest meal, like making wings. I haven't quite mastered it yet because I think the keys in the marinating of it, and you have to let it sit for days. But I don't have the time or the patience to like do it and just let it sit for days. So I tend not to not make wings by myself.
See, that's why I go Nando's.
Because good wings are hard to make.
Seriously, don't. Nando's is making me hungry.
Let me tell you, whenever there's a time I'm at Nando's, I always order 10 wings and I'll be silent for about 20 minutes.
Just absolutely loving it.
Like that is my zone. Like I'm in a different place. It's spiritual.
Amazing.
Witnessed that when we did the gig for Marcus. We witnessed that doing the little Nando's stop before we went off.
Yeah.
That was, you were like a kid in a sweet shop.
Bro, honestly, like I was making music with my mouth, bro. Back to nostalgia. I want to ask you guys a question.
Let's do it.
So, if you could bring back any genre of music, what would it be?
Like back into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, for example, nu metal.
Yeah, do you know what? That's probably going to have to be mine. I was thinking then, I was
Spoiler.
like, sort of having a little teeny tiny resurgence with people like doing a newer version of it. I think it's called nu core now. But like proper old school nu metal stuff like, do you know what? I'm going to say it. Limp Bizkit. Everybody shits all over Limp Bizkit, and I think that they're so good. The fattest riffs imaginable are on like Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. That is an incredible album. Do you know what? I'm going to say that, what is it? Their most underrated song, Limp Bizkit. Because you've got all of like the big ones like Rollin', My Generation, My Way, Take a Look Around and all of that sort of stuff. They released one, I think it was in 2011. I think it was on a whole album. There's a song called Gold Cobra, which is so underrated. It has, like, I urge you to go and listen to that song and tell me Gold Cobra. Even if it's just Gold that one song. Okay. Like, people chat so much bad stuff about Limp Bizkit, and I've never understood it. Because they were so, like, genre breaking. They sort of made the new metal thing sort of break through. And even to this day, you can hear their influence. Like, there's bands like Hacktivist, who I absolutely love, and I know for a fact that I've shown you them, Shaq.
Yeah, you definitely have.
That do like the whole Limp Bizkit thing, but they do it with there's a genre called gent. A genre called gent, and they mix that with like grime, which it was incredible. Explain to the people
gent that don't know.
So gent is based around a sound. So like the sound, this isn't the right guitar to do it on, but there's a sound where it's like heavily palm muted and like really rhythmic. So whereas you'd normally have like there's a Limp Bizkit riff that's like, which is My Way, and instead of, no it's not, it's My Generation, I lied. And instead of doing it like that, you'd have Hacktivist who are doing all of the like ambient passages and stuff like that, like with rhythmic drums and bass, and they'd do the stuff like an octave lower than a standard tuned guitar, and it'd just be like, I can't even think of any of their riffs, but it's mainly just like rhythmic stuff. A lot of it's based on the open string, so it's just like and all of that sort of stuff, but like a completely detuned. Anyone that listens to Hacktivist is going to know that I just butchered that sort of stuff. But it's this whole like resurgence of mixing rap and metal and all of that sort of stuff. Falling in Reverse do it incredible with they did like a trilogy of songs where they really brought that to the forefront of their sound. So it's the trilogy which is Losing My Life, Losing My Mind and Drugs. And that whole sort of thing, I think, has just moved it into people's sort of peripherals again, so it's slowly creeping back in. But yeah, new metal, man, I'd definitely just bring that back. That's just, it's god tier music.
I'd say any key albums or any kind of like other albums other than the one that you just named of like influences of new metal for yourself?
I would say that a lot of the older Korn stuff, I can't think of the albums. They did one recently that absolutely like, it blew my mind. I think it's, I can't remember what it's called, but it's got songs like Insane and all of that sort of stuff. If you want to listen to any of the old Korn stuff, you've got Freak on a Leash, Coming Undone. They did an album with Skrillex back in like, I think it was 2011, which had stuff like Get Up. Narcissistic Cannibal is an absolute tune, and all of that sort of stuff. Like if you just Google new metal or new core, put it in on Spotify, you'll just hear exactly what I mean. It's just, I personally still think that it's like groundbreaking stuff, even though it's sort of drifted from people's minds quite a lot.
That's funny because I'm the same with my genre. But Demi, do you want to go next or?
Nah, bro, you go next.
All right, cool. Like segueing, Adam just saying groundbreaking today. For me, trip hop, the genre that we just reviewed, surprisingly, is like groundbreaking to me. I'ma just say the fusion of, I would say, psychedelic rock, film scores, krautrock, jazz, hip hop, soul, just all of that fusion into just one chilled ass, greasy, hard, dark, heavy bass drum with like crazy bass riffs and just crazy sounds, man. I just love that era of just the 90s because it was just pure freedom, because it kind of it just reminded me of like the psych era of the 60s where there's just like a subculture in London with the Mo Wax stuff, and in Bristol with Massive Attack and Portishead and Tricky, and just the fact how even trip hop came about is just, just during the 90s, American hip hop was really, really popular. And UK trip hop is just UK hip hop, but because the sound is very different and the atmosphere is very dark, and they use like a lot of I would say a lot of film scores and a lot of funk and a lot of jazz with like a lot of break beats. It kind of became this whole flavor, with of just down tempo but dark hip hop, and it was just like UK sound of hip hop. It wasn't until like people start labeling it became trip hop. But for me, people like Massive Attack, like to me, their album, I'm gonna butcher the name. I believe it's called Mezzanine, but that album is the one with the Beetle on the cover. To this day, I do not know how they got the sounds for that album. Like, it sounds like a sci-fi sound. It just sounds like the future to me. That whole album was just the future, with tracks like Black Milk and Angel, and oh man, it's just incredible. But yeah, trip hop for me, you can hear it in my music. You can hear how I like to incorporate breaks. You can hear how I like the minor key sounds and the atmospheric and the trippy sounds, and you can hear I love hip hop. And for me, yeah, trip hop artists like Portishead, Massive Attack, 07, DJ Shadow, DJ Kush, Nightmares on Wax. Those are my guys, man. Like, yeah, they still influence me today. Just the amount of how they manipulate samples and just create something different with it in cinematic.
That's fair, man. I never actually noticed until we listened to the Portishead album to do the review.
Yeah,
how much.
That was kind of the reason why I was so happy, because it's like Portishead, because I would say it wasn't until after I discovered Gorillaz, I wanted something that sounded like Clint Eastwood, because I was obsessed with that tune. And the closest I can find was Portishead. And ever since I listened to Dummy, it was just, I wanted my life's mission just to live in Bristol and just absorb the air of what Portishead was doing and what they was breathing. And I remember that time when I went to Bristol, I was just like, man, this is home. And when I went to my friend, he had a party in Bath, and he is the son of the of one of Portishead's drummer, Clive Deemer. And he's drummed with Radiohead, and just seeing just all the plaques of like gold Dummy Portishead sold this amount of copies, and just seeing studios and going past the studio in Bristol, man, it was just a spiritual experience for me, man, because them guys have just been the reason why I wanted a band. I just wanted a band to be like Portishead.
Jesus.
Yeah, it goes that deep. It's just, yeah, they're like my favorite. I would say favorite, most influential artist right next to Madlib, man. But yeah, it goes that deep.
What about you, Demi?
Yeah, so I mean, I can't say for much that many. I mean, there is a genre that would have been in the mainstream, but I don't think it's kind of left completely, which would have been like Afro beat, Afro jazz. And I'm talking about like, the Fela Kuti version of Afro beat sort of stuff.
Like the original 70s.
Exactly.
Like African seven.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'd want to say Afro psych. Because it's kind of like, Afro psychedelica falls in the same sort of lane as Afro psychedelica, like, the 70s and the 80s funk, Nigerian funk and soul bands, but or African, because they were from more than just Nigeria as well, but they are low key kind of still mainstream because they're still out there, kind of like, but not, I guess, not charting in a way. So for me, if anything, I would just like to sort of I would love if those came back because of the blend in like the tonality that they used on the songs, like over like funk songs or and guitars and stuff. The way they played and the way they sang was so different to the Western version, but it almost presents like an alternative version, at least like a side A and a side B, if you get what I mean. So the Western version would be the side A, and then the Africans, it would be their take on it, and then they've put their own language on it as well. And you have these like sort of cadences that you wouldn't really hear on a normal Western. Like, oh wow, like what is this, like what? And most of the time I don't, you don't know what they're saying, but they have these melodies that are just really 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 cool. And they move everyone, like whoever it is, wherever it is, wherever I played it, people have been like, oh wow, like, no one really cares what they're saying. And that's kind of like, because they influenced me to kind of like make music the way I'm making music, where I can kind of just speak my language on almost any genre whatsoever and feel comfortable that, it'll translate, because I'm not trying to pass a message, in language. I'm trying to pass a message in melodies and sort of like just move people, etc. So for me that would be it really. And I know you said one, but that and also alternative R&B. So I'm talking about like when The Weeknd first came out. Ooh. That dark Toronto R&B, like like okay. those that drony, kind of, echoey vocals, drony beats.
Talking like Bryson Tiller type.
No. The Weeknd, House of Balloons,
cool. The trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. Those kind of, because there were certain artists who kind of like tried to not tried to, but emulated that kind of a vibe. But I wish that sort of alternative R&B, I wish it would have stayed around for much longer than it did, because it spoke to a generation of, like, for me personally anyways, it allowed my generation and people I was growing around to start exploring our emotions a lot more in terms of the kind of songs that we were listening to, because rap was heavy on the airwaves back then. And although I'm not that heavily influenced by rap and didn't listen to rap a lot, it did mean that every time I went out, that's what most people would play, and that's what would play in most of the parties or whatever. But then with this, when this sort of alternative R&B came out, like like you had people in their feelings, just like at a party, like talking about oh my God, I'm like, yeah, let's all just like do some some soul digging and kind of and then also censorship warning, but it accompanied my when I started to experiment with hallucinogens. So it's just it's kind of like it was music that was needed at that time, and I just wish that it lasted a lot more longer, but it didn't. So I'm still forever banging House of Balloons by The Weeknd. Yeah, and that's it for me.
That's
bro.
Beautiful, man. Like, I can't lie, man. Just to go back on like the Afro funk stuff, man. That was beautiful. You said that, because I studied that for like a good year when I was making one of my previous albums, Finest When You Get There, and it was like going in, because when I first discovered like that kind of Afro beats was, I think I first listened to Fela Kuti, and then I listened to Ibu Taylor, and I got like a whole compilation of just Afro beats. And then through that, it kind of got me down in like this whole rabbit hole of like knowing the history. And it was just interesting, the fact how Russians and Europeans would come into Africa bringing music, like a lot of Elvis and a lot of Hendrix in the 60s. And like that would influence them upon their music. And man, it's just incredible how they've also fused that with their native sounds of just like talking drums and using the polyrhythms like in the drum kits. And exactly. And that also the that high life, they used high life to just blend it in with a lot of psych rock, and it was just beautiful, man. It's just creativity, man, honestly.
It's just, for me, the fusion was just it was one of the best fusions ever, and it's one of the things that and like you said, like these musics and these genres weren't really that popular, in Africa anyways back then, because they were just like they would just be like bands that would have just like experimented with a sound, and they would probably cut like a couple of records, and and maybe for some reason it didn't work out, it didn't go completely mainstream or whatever, and now to find that like 20 years later, these guys are like on almost, every, psychedelic rock playlist on Spotify and stuff like that. Like you go into any almost any coffee shop or, any cafe, and they're on the playlist, and it's crazy. And you're like, wow, that's my language. How come I never heard any of that stuff when I was growing up? Because obviously it was the airwaves was obviously westernized. But I was like, if I had heard these kind of stuff when I was growing up, I would maybe it would have maybe it would have encouraged me to to do what I was doing a bit earlier in a bit earlier in my career, kind of start to explore that sort of way of making music where I can comfortably sort of fuse my own culture to it. Because at a certain point when I started to make music, it was almost like you had to sacrifice one for another. You either had to be very Western or very not Western. There wasn't a lot of encouragement to blend, and there wasn't really I didn't notice at that time that there was even like a market there until I started to do my research as well, and started just going back to listening to Fela Kuti and Lagbaja, and then I found more of these guys like the Funkies and Amanza and Matata and Ebba Taylor, like you said, and Tony Allen and Johnny Hastrop, and I'm like, whoa. And there's this song called Akula. Do you know that song?
Nah, I don't know Akula.
It goes Akula. Oh man, you need to listen to it. It's mad. It's crazy.
I probably
it's
do
so
know
sick.
it, but I just don't know the name. But you definitely need to send me that.
Yeah, it's so sick. I'm gonna send it to you now. It's so sick. But yeah, so yeah, that they bang. If they could come back more, and then like there's I think there's a band in Nigeria right now. I can't remember what they're called, but there's a band. These guys are our age, and they're emulating that sound to a T.
Oh wow,
bro! I need to send you them because what's it called? Because Afronotsu actually put me onto them. These guys, when he was playing them to me, and I was like, oh wow, which one of these 80s 70s funk African band are these that I've not heard before? He's like, oh no, these guys they're alive right now. These are just young guys who are emulating that, and I would love to see more of that, like more of that emulation, like an evolution of that, and sort of going from that generation to our generation, and maybe there are some funk artists out there in Africa or in the diaspora anywhere who are now taking that from Ebba Taylor and from Lagbaja and from Fela Kuti to the next level of like sort of psych rock, if you get what I mean. Yeah,
incredible, man. So last question, and I would say it is the question that of the day. I'm trying to make this a big deal, but I don't know if I can make this a big deal. I'm just hyped already. So yeah, if you could bring back anything from your childhood, what would it be? And it can either be like a trend, a fad, something that was around your childhood, just like, for examples, Tamagotchi, Digimon, fruit rock, like freaking, what was that Hubba Bubba gum that had like 3 flavors for like 5 seconds, but then it just tasted like shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now one of you is gonna have to go first. I need to think about this.
Them ones. Adam lives than a soldier. And yet he's thinking Magnum PI or Knight Rider or 2002 Raw.
On the yeah, that could be a shout.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
I'ma just say straight up, I want Saturday morning cartoons back, man. Like, I can't lie, I just miss the feeling of waking up and turning on BBC, and it would just be like a whole 2 hours of Dick and Dom in the bungalow with cartoons. Ooh. And then moving on to
what the hell is Dick and Dom?
Oh man, you didn't have that. Dick and Dom in the bungalow.
Not actually just ask that question.
I just asked that question.
So basically, it was kind of like a program block where it would be a guy, well, 2 guys, Dick and Dom, and they used to kind of bring kids. I swear they didn't sleep in the bungalow, man. That would have been a bit weird. But they said that they slept in the bungalow. And they would do like, they'll have games. They would have like things where you could call up and you can play the game. They'll show cartoons. They'll have little segments. The Bogies one was the best one. They will have these little kind of characters called Diddy, Dick, and Dom. They annoyed and and scared the shit out of me. And yeah, man, like Saturday morning cartoons for me, man, like I can't lie, I just missed that waking up just at like 6 a.m, turning on Dick and Dom, and then switching over to ITV to watch Pokemon and Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and then switching back to watch, I don't know, like freaking Mona the Vampire or something.
Oh, Mona the Vampire.
Yeah, or Arthur, bro. Arthur was the one, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
don't. I'm looking at the Dick and Dom games, and they had where was it? It started with an Eeny Meeny Macaraka Rare Dominaka Chicky Papa Dicky Papa On Pom Stick, which is like
Demi's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Were you speaking Welsh?
No, that's the name of the game. That's where they take stickers and they have like different sizes of stickers, and they walk around the town and put these stickers on random members of the public, and whoever got the biggest sticker on without somebody realizing it was on him won.
They used to have this thing called bogeys where they'll go into random places and just shout bogeys, and whoever shouted the loudest won. So they'll go to like art museums or libraries or like shopping centers. And there's one time they went to a courtroom. I remember that episode. They got prosecuted.
It was my dad. I don't know if Dad's even gonna like listen, but Dad, James, and Jason, when I was like young, they all played it in Burger King in Tamworth, in Derby, sorry, and they played it there. And Dad would always win the game of bogeys because my dad, like, I don't know what it is. He just is missing the part of his brain that induces shame. So like he was playing and they can't have been old. They must have been quite young. And Dad won by screaming it at the top of his lungs, and Mom just ran off into the bathroom and hid for a little bit.
Oh my god.
The man
that
has
like an epic moment.
He has no shame. It's unreal.
I love your dad, man.
A 60-year-old man, and he still will out bogey anyone that attempts to bogey him.
See that right there is my spirit animal.
What is a bogey?
Bogey. So like the whole aim of bogeys would be like, so like if I started and it was me and Shaq, I'd be like, bogeys.
So by the way, Demi, we'll be in like a public place. So it's like, let's say we were in like, I don't know, a Costa Coffee, and Adam will be like bogeys, and then I'll be like bogeys, and then Adam would do it slightly louder. Yeah,
and it just keep going
until someone just shouts bogeys like that.
And there'd be a guy commentating on it as well, like it was a tennis match or something. He'd be like, "Oh, and that was a lovely 3.9 there from Wood." And like,
wow.
There's one where they did it at a Tesco's and he screamed into a carrot. He's like, "Bogeys!" Like straight into the top of a carrot. It sounds so dumb, but it was so good.
Oh man, I loved I just Saturday morning cartoons, just waking up in front of a TV with a bowl of cereal, watching, I don't know, just some great cartoons, some shitty ones, and just Japanese cartoons, man. I love that shit, man. I won't do anything to take that back because I don't wake up at 6 a.m, man. So, but yeah, those I would love to bring back, man. That kind of feeling. If I could go for a second one too, and that would be freaking, man. I know they're still about, but bro, at the height, it was the one, and that was Beyblade, bro. Like bro, I was crazy about Beyblade. Like I remember the day when there was a shop, I think Forbidden Planet. Shouts out to them. They used to sell like Japanese Beyblade parts, and when I got myself a Japanese Beyblade, bro, it was over, bro. It was over. I was mashing everyone's Beyblade on the school, bro. It was like a metal weight as well, so it used to break people's Beyblades and shit, bro. It was a point where they banned Beyblades in the school because I was just dominating everyone. I was just there on my high chair, just with my Beyblade spinning right next to me, bro. That shit would spin for time, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh,
but yeah, man.
I never think I had Beyblades as a kid.
Bro, Beyblades is just like, so you know them Jewish spinning tops? It's just that, but you could customize them in the Japanese. So it's like they had like little bit pieces, characters too, and in the show that was like the soul of the Beyblade. So I used to pretend like, yeah, I've got the soul of the white dragon on my Beyblade, and used to call out his name, and he used to do something, but he never did that in real life. He just used to shout it just to gas yourself. Be like, go Dragoon!
Dragoon! Oh, what? I'm trying to think of things from when I was a kid, and for some reason, the only thing that like fully sticks in my mind.
No, Chris.
No, you just like you unlocked a part of my brain that I didn't even realize was there, like holding memories of early 2000s cartoons like Mona the Vampire and stuff.
Bro,
I wish I'd said that.
bro, that's why I'm the wizard.
Because now all that's like in my brain is being forced to play the recorder in primary school.
Oh my God, I found my recorder yesterday. You know.
That like
Hands down,
is
I'm gonna say that's the worst instrument ever made, bro.
I don't know. I was very, very good at playing hot cross buns.
Oh, the hot cross buns! I swear, hot cross buns and Three Blind Mice was the same tune.
Oh my God!
I used to say that to the teacher, but the teacher always used to say, "No, because it's different notes." I'm like, "It's the same tune." We just play.
It's like when you realise that the ABC song and Twinkle Twinkle are literally the exact same.
In it,
That like revolutionised my world.
bro.
I'm trying to think, but I can't. That's the thing. All I've got thinking now is I'm thinking like razor scooters where you would try and do a cool trick and end up like snapping your ankle
Oh
or
hell
something
yeah!
because it'd smack you.
Or you'll try and like spin the thing and it'll just like clip your Achilles or some shit.
Yeah. Flame t-shirts.
Oh, the tap out ones.
Hell yeah. The
You was
little
that guy,
button-up
wasn't
ones.
you? I knew it.
I was like the mini Guy Fieri, and I refused to apologise.
With the flame bandana.
Hell yeah. I'd be there in my flame shirt thinking that I was cool as anything, being like, head on down to Flavortown.
Oh my god.
Adam with his frosted tips.
Hell yeah. Oh, do you know what? Nah.
Please don't tell me you had
right.
frosted tips. Oh.
Mate, year 7 me had like, bear in mind, this is me when I still had like quite long hair. My hair was sort of halfway down my neck.
Oh gosh.
And I'm not even joking. I thought I was the coolest kid on planet Earth. Got my mum to do frosted tips sort of thing for me. It did not come out like frosted tips. And I ended up coming out, oh man, I got rinsed for that in school. That was not good. I walked in the first day after having it done and everyone was like, oh, Adam, why don't you just go and wash that out in the toilet? And I'm like, it's permanent. it's not temporary. It's there for weeks. proper crying my eyes out. I was there like, it won't come out now. I need to get it dyed again. If I can find a picture, I will put it in the group chat, and you could put it on Instagram.
Oh, bro, please.
That'd
please.
be
Get
literally.
I hope you wasn't looking like early Nickelback, that kind of frosted tips, bro.
Oh my god, mate, it was worse. It was. Bear in mind, the strands of hair that were frosted were like 3 inches long. It was not frosted tips.
Wow.
It wasn't like short, cool guy hair. I was there like, it was like tiger stripes. It was not. It was not okay. Oh. So you can just imagine me there in my flame top, riding around the back of my street in my flame top on my razor scooter with my frosted hair.
Man's out here looking like Joe Exotic.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
Oh, exotic. Oh my god, that's the best one.
I'm just. Oh, it's one of them things where I'm looking back and I'm like, I used to play the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff at the back of my house.
The Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, Mum was playing backyard Yu-Gi-Oh. Them ones.
Oh, do you know what? No, I'm saying now. I swear I've listed like 8. The one, I think it's quite like local to where I'm from. There was a pier in our village, and we used to genuinely spend every single like summer day jumping off of this pier. So it'd be like,
damn.
We literally from the age of like, I must have been 10.
Oh,
It was looking back, I'm like, how the hell was I ever allowed to do this? It's like, It's one of them. Sometimes we didn't even plan for it. We like me and my mate Jamie used to go on a walk around the beach every single day, and it'd be some days in the summer we'd go and we'd be like, "Oh, Jamie, I'll bet you a tenner that you won't jump off the pier now." We'd be like, "Oh, yeah, but I've not got my stuff with me." It's like, "Yeah, but it's £10, yeah." So he'd go and just
that's a lot of money.
Get undressed, just get into his boxers and jump clean off the pier, and I'd be like, "Oh, that looks fun. Now I'll do that as well." And we'd spend like the whole day from like 11 a.m. till whenever the water went out far enough for us to be like breaking our legs if we jumped. Just jumping into the sea. And I would kill to go back and be able to do that again. Because I think if we did it now, it'd just be like painful. I think that we'd hit the floor.
Them ones, yeah. you just jump off and you again, my bike!
It's just all of that sort of stupid shit that we used to do involving the sea. Like there was a game that we played. I'm sorry for taking up so much time, but there was a game that we played
keep going,
where
bro.
we, like, if you two ever come back to where I was like raised, yeah, there's a place called Break, and you'd climb down this like completely deadly like slope that is just rocks, and it has like 2 or 3 footholds, and you'd get down onto this breakwater, and we used to get onto the breakwater, sit down on the pebble beach, and literally the game was see how far you could get dragged out by the waves.
What the fuck?
So yeah, looking back, I'm like,
from early.
Literally, we'd be sat down on this pebble beach, and we thought it'd be hilarious, like, to get swept. Like, we'd be sat down, the waves would come in, push us up this rock. So I just hit the mic. To get pushed up this rock, and then get dragged out. And the game was like, oh yeah, see how far out you can get dragged by this like water. And looking back, I'm just like, yeah, that's called a riptide. You will die. But that's the sort of stupid stuff that you used to do, living in a proper back country place.
The woods. I'm telling these kids, back in my day, we used to play with death.
That's it. I don't think I realised until that came out of my mouth just now how stupid that was.
I bet your mum's probably thinking, fuck's sake.
I don't think she knows that we used to do it. It literally, we used to be like, okay, Mum, we're going jumping now. We'd go jumping. And then when the water was too far out on one side to go jumping, we'd go and play, oh yeah, let's go and see how far we can get swept out to sea. It's like, oh my God. I swear a little 15, 16-year-old me had a death wish.
Bro, all I can picture is that. You ever seen that In-Betweeners episode where like my man gets dipped in the water and they call out the sea ambulance? And he's just there naked, just waving.
I swear, it's ridiculous. Like when we used to go jumping off of the cliff, I'll show you where we used to jump off when you come down.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things where we thought that the water might have been deep enough, but it was me, Luke, Morgan, and Sean. We were like, I think it was Sean or Morgan that jumped first, and we said to them,
I like you saying Morgan in the accent.
That's his name. If I say Morgan, his name is Morgan. So we'd be sat down there. We'd be stood up there because you'd have to go down like this grass bank to get to this place that you're jumping off. It's quite like a secluded spot. And we'd be jumping on top of this thing that we used to call Turtle Rock because that's what it looked like. And it's like, yeah, oh my God, the water's, probably deep enough there. And be there panicking and be like, oh, do me sure, hot guys. I don't know, boys. It doesn't look like deep enough there for me. It's like, it's just probably deep enough, like dropping rocks in, trying to gauge it. It's like, yeah, it's probably deep enough. And then Morgan would jump and it's like, well, he didn't die, so it's fine. Oh, looking back, just all of that, like, maybe it'd have been safer for me growing up in a city.
Man, like Adam was living like Stand By Me.
Literally. I'm just there, like, how am I not dead? There's so many more stories, but I won't eat up any more time. You go, Demi.
I mean, trust me, bro. You can eat up as much time. I wish I had like that kind of experiences in my childhood. My childhood was quite boring, to be fair. It was very, very boring. That's like, wow, you were playing with your life. Jeez, I wish I had that chance. I wanted to play with my life too. Wow, that's crazy. What would I bring back? I'm glad that I wish I went first because you guys went in all I thought about was like, you ever see the wristwatch that had chewing gum inside of it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, those were the shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the shit, man. If you had one of those in school, you know, like you were cool, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, I remember when I got my Captain Scarlet one, bro. That was
oh, dude, that I wanted to bring that back, and what's it called? Like infrared.
Oh
Infrared.
yeah.
Like you know, like when you transfer music, those were just like, you know, like,
bro, that used to annoy
like,
me.
you know,
'cause
early
it's
tech
like,
days, you know.
in between classes when you're trying to send your friend some music, you just got like, hold it. Oh shit, the bell's ringing. Come on, hold it.
Come on,
Is that
80%.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's like your friend
Like, you know,
talks
the
his
day
hand
before
about
Bluetooth.
cancels.
Because
Yeah,
imagine like trying to explain to like your kids, or even like your family members now, like you know, that are young. Like I
Bro.
can't imagine trying to explain to my youngest brother now, like what infrared was. Like he wouldn't get it. He'd just be like, what? Like you had to hold shit together. Now imagine like 10 years you had to be like, oh yeah, so yeah, like that's how we used to send stuff before.
Bro, like I remember I was
phone
telling
calls.
my cousin the other day about VHS tapes, and she was just baffled by the fact you had to rewind it before you put it back in. She was like, but on Netflix you just press a button. Like, why do you have to rewind the whole film? It's like, you just got to.
Dude, yes.
how it went.
I remember we had this rewinder in my gaff, and it was like a car, like a little sports car. And, you know, you press a button, and the windscreen or whatever would open up. The windshield would open up, and then you put it in, and it used to sing this song when it was done. It was like one of those Beethoven, you know, songs. It was what it had in it, and it was the most fascinating technology at that point when I was growing up. Like I was like, wow, like this is amazing. I would take, because we had all the cassette tapes, VHS tapes, and I just like rewind them for the fun of it. Like, you know, just like put it in, just press it. It's like, and it's sung, yeah. But now imagine, like, how do you explain that? Like, that's like,
Yeah.
you were, what? You can just scroll the screen? No, we couldn't scroll the screen.
Isn't it?
The mad thing is, it's not even that far back that people don't remember it. Like I was
That's
explaining,
what
I
I'm
was talking to
saying.
Jodie's, talking to my fiance's sister the other week about infrared, and saying how me and my mate Luke used to stand in the woods behind my house, like infrareding each other, bloody MC Smalley or whatever it was at that week.
Yeah.
And we'd be there doing that, and she was like, "What the hell's infrared?" And like, she's 20.
Flipping now.
Wow, that's mental.
Innit, man?
And that's crazy.
mental.
Bro,
That's
I'm
mental.
gonna throw one in there. It's, you could either put it anyone. I'm gonna just say I miss the Game Boy, bro. Like, I just miss the Game Boy. Just, bro, playing Pokemon on my Game Boy Advance and just playing. And I remember those times where, man, I hated the struggle, but I just loved the struggle where you're like in the car and it's at night and you're trying to use like the light from like the radio or the stereo to just like complete this last level. Bro, them times were just the one, man. It's like you couldn't save it unless you're at a save point, bro. Like you had to complete that level or you'd have to start back from the beginning, man. I miss those times.
What one of the original Pokemons did you play?
Bro,
Like, what was your color?
so my color, I always went for the blue one. So I always
Yes!
went, bro, Squirtle, when he turned into
Yes!
Blastoise, oh my days, he was disgusting. Squirtle was my dude. I remember Pokemon Emerald was my favorite one. I remember playing Zelda. I remember when they introduced like the link cable. And me and my friend used to have the link cable outside of school, and we just used to play like Mario Kart together and shit. His link cable was dodgy, so we had to like hold it a certain way, and if it kind of moved, it would just like unlink.
Jesus
But yeah,
Christ.
the struggle was real. Alright, my brothers and sisters, thank you for listening to episode 2 of the very own Deemus Boys podcast. I want to make first quick shouts out to, bro, just everybody in general listening, man. You've been supporting us. It's been incredible. First ever podcast. We're getting, followers. We're getting comments on Apple, which is crazy. And also, man, and join the fam club. Get some bonus content. Also, yeah, man, and just enjoy the music. If this is your first time listening, we are SHADEEMUS. We are a band as well. We create music. Our music's all over Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, etc. All the streaming platforms. And
some really damn good music.
And Demi, is there any last words you want to say?
Love and light.
Beautiful.
Love and light.
Adam, any last words?
Yeah,
he just said his last word.
Yeah.
He just repeated my last word.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with what Demi said. I'm just going to be like, love and light.
Yeah, he doesn't get another one after that.
I can't lie, man. That was too deep for me, man.
No way. Man, it's...
Bless everybody.
Anyways.
Bless everybody. Peace. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night if you're listening at night. Look out for episode 3. Bless up.
Ciao. Au revoir. Odabo.
Goodbye.
Sláinte.
And I'm going to stop.